I discovered that my boyfriend, Ethan, was using his business trips as a pretext to meet women from dating apps in various cities. When I quietly moved out while he was away, he returned intoxicated and assaulted my brother-in-law. I met Ethan 3 years ago through mutual friends at a gathering hosted by a colleague. From the outset, he seemed like an incredible person, witty, charismatic, and genuinely attentive when I spoke, unlike many men who seemed to just wait for their turn to talk. We connected instantly and became serious within weeks, spending nearly every night together at either his place or mine by the 6-month mark. Ethan worked in sales for a large construction firm, while I'm employed as a dental hygienist, so our schedules aligned well, allowing us to see each other often. About a year and a half into our relationship, we decided to share an apartment, finding a charming place that suited us both. Life was mostly great. Ethan was outgoing, with a close-knit group of college friends he'd hang out with for game nights or to watch sports. His friends seemed decent enough when I met them, though a couple gave off odd vibes. One, named Derek, would tease Ethan about being tied down now that he had a girlfriend, while another, Ryan, constantly bragged about his casual flings, acting as if being in a relationship was a punishment. About 8 months ago, Ethan's job began requiring more travel as his company expanded into new regions, needing seasoned salespeople to build client relationships. Initially, it was just one trip a month for a couple of days, and Ethan was thrilled since it meant better pay and career growth. I supported his ambitions, and the trips didn't disrupt our relationship much at first, but soon, they became more frequent, every other week, and longer, stretching to 4 or 5 days. Ethan always shared details about his destinations and clients, texting me during the day and calling from his hotel at night, so I had no initial reason to suspect anything. The extra income from his bonuses allowed us to enjoy nicer outings and restaurants, which was a perk. The first hint of something amiss came about 4 months ago, when Ethan returned from a trip acting unusually upbeat, almost overly so for someone who'd supposedly endured tedious business meetings. When I asked, he said he'd secured major clients and was just excited, which seemed plausible, but something about his demeanor felt off. Small things started piling up. He'd shower immediately upon returning home, even if he'd already showered at the hotel. He became guarded with his phone, keeping it face down and grabbing it quickly when it buzzed. And he stopped sharing details about his trips, brushing them off as uneventful. His friends' behavior around me also shifted. They'd fall silent when I entered the room without Ethan, and I noticed Derek and Ryan exchanging glances when Ethan mentioned his travels. When I brought this up, Ethan called me overly sensitive, saying his friends were just being their usual immature selves, but doubts lingered. 6 weeks ago, Ethan announced a week-long trip to Seattle for a critical client deal that could lead to a promotion. He said it would be intense, with daily meetings and evening dinners, so he might not communicate as much. I wished him well, but something felt wrong, though I couldn't pinpoint why. During that trip, contact was minimal, short, vague texts and missed calls, unlike his usual chatty updates. When he returned, he was oddly distant yet overly affectionate, buying me gifts and suggesting fancy dinners as if compensating for something. 2 weeks later, at a game night at our place, I overheard Derek telling Ryan that Ethan needed to be cautious with his phone, and Ryan replied that some women snoop if given the chance. They clammed up when they saw me, but their words confirmed my fears. Ethan was hiding something. That night, I asked Ethan about Derek's comment. He got defensive, claiming Derek was referring to a jealous. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.